Well, good morning. This is Janelle from Let's Get Real, Feel, and Deal. As you can see, you're looking at my shoes. I had to get myself some new shoes because the ones I was wearing actually became molded in an improper way because of the way I was walking on them. It's very interesting, but they became very uncomfortable on my feet. It required change. It required me to change my shoes. I wanted to be more comfortable walking, so I decided to get a new pair of shoes. You know, sometimes it's a simple change that can make all the difference. And for me, if you are following my journey, you know that it started with a mindset. And I've been hesitant to get on video and show my face because I'm not interested in people following me because of who they see. But I do understand that it's important for people to see the change that is taking place. If I'm talking about change that's taking place and that I'm on this journey of self-discovery and growth personally, that it helps for people to see that. So here I am. And it's good to see you this morning. And I hope that you are well. I hope that you woke up with gratitude in your heart. I've had a rough morning, and you know, it's outside circumstances besides myself. And I can let that harden me, or I can let that build me. I can let that help my character, or I can let it hinder my character. And I'm choosing to help build my character, you know, because that's what God's all about. He's always about building us. He's never about tearing us down. Even if he is correcting us, it's never about tearing us down. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about change. Change requires you. It requires you. It required me to change my mindset. That's the very first thing that had to change, is my mindset about what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? What is it that brings life to my life? What is it that moves me? What is it that I need to kind of search into and see what might need to change? And so, like I said, I've been on this self-growth discovery, and for me that required getting up and starting to move, but it requires that mental change first, and seeing that you are important. You matter. What you do matters. What you say about yourself, what you say to yourself, it matters so much. Regardless of what other people say around you and to you. Listen, I know people can say some hurtful things. We can say hurtful things to one another. But it's a matter of how you receive it and what you do with it. And kind of like people have told me over my life, oh, just let it be like a duck, just let it roll right off your back. Well, sometimes that's easy and sometimes it's not, especially if there's a closeness involved. But listen, I just wanted to say good morning, and change involves you. Change is about you and it's for you. If you find yourself changing for someone else, listen, it's not going to stick, because it has to be your personal decision. It has to be of your will. When I was younger, I made changes, but I made them for other people, and they didn't stick. I'm making changes now that regardless of how people are reacting in my life and how people are responding in my life, if those changes are healthy for me, I'm going to continue making them. I'm going to continue in that direction. And if that change is something you need today, I just encourage you, first of all, change that mindset. Find one thing today that you're grateful for. Do one thing today that you didn't think you could do. Maybe it involves getting a new pair of shoes. Maybe it involves looking outside, changing your perspective. Maybe it involves changing your environment. That can make all the difference, changing your environment. This morning I had to leave my environment because I had to get a different perspective. And when I leave and I changed my environment, I changed my perspective. It works. Change causes change. And we can change for the better, or we can change for the worse. And my goal is to continue changing for the better. And I hope you come along with me. Just a little bit of a more to tell you some things I've changed. A lot had to do with my mentally how I thought about who am I changing for, why am I changing. A drive for me, I think I've already said this, is both my parents. They passed away from diabetes. I grieved that. It took me a long time to process that. And honestly, grief, it does not leave. It just changes. Those times of feeling completely overwhelmed and you just can't even function, they do get further and further apart, especially if you ask God for help. Because, my friends, we can't do anything on our own. We can do nothing in and of ourselves. Whether you want to say there's a higher power, I know who my higher power is. It's Jesus. But only He is able to help us by way of Holy Spirit. But listen, so I changed some practical things. My mindset, okay, about food. Food is fuel. So I looked at, how is this food making me feel when I eat it? How is this drink making me feel when I drink it? I gave up alcohol. Now, I'm not telling you that, you're wrong. Listen, it has to be a personal decision. Otherwise, this defense mechanism comes up in us if we are told to do something, some of us more than others. But even if it's good for us, but it has to be of your own will, it has to be your own decision, because it won't stick. It won't stick. And if it does stick, just like New Year's resolutions, just like, going on a fad diet, if you're doing it because everyone else is, if you're doing it because someone told you to, if you're doing it because you feel pressured to, it won't stick. But if you're doing it for you, if you're doing it because you want to feel better, you want to better yourself, then it will stick. And motivation, it's not easy, but it is key. And it's not there every day. For sure, it's not there every day. But stay motivated to change for the better. So I changed my mindset, and I replaced a lot of the drinks I was having with water. I hated water. Oh, I hated water. It just was tasteless. I mean, I grew up on a sweet iced tea. Come on. My daddy's iced tea, my Aunt Dolly's iced tea. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. And I still, sure, I like iced tea, but now I drink it with no sugar. I actually just put some lemon in it. I can deal without the stuff that I know was not helping me. So that was just simple things, replacing my sugary drinks with water. Not to say I don't have, and last night I had a frozen lemonade. It was delicious. It had sugar. But that's not something I have consistently. So we need to take the consistency of the bad things out. That's what I've done. And I am by no way have arrived, okay, but I am working towards a goal. And every day is a challenge. Every day there are also rewards. There are victories. Your day is not going to be as good as it could be, but it's not going to be as bad as it could be either. So those are some changes I made. As well as I drink coffee. but I put honey in my coffee instead of sugar. Again, and I'm down to I just have 1 cup in the morning. I like my coffee. So don't hate on me. Maybe you like, I don't know, maybe you like coffee and maybe you don't. To each his own, right? And there's so many other things I can go into, but those are the beginning changes I made. But it started with a mindset. I had to change my mindset about, why am I doing this? Who am I doing it for? Am I pressured into this? Do I feel like someone's trying to control me into doing this? No, this is for me. At first it was for my kids. And that was after my mom had passed away. And it didn't stick, because I also had to learn to change my comfort and what am I comforted by and who am I comforted by. And for me, that was alcohol, and it wasn't healthy. It was actually making my physical condition worse. I had kidney issues, and so praise God, I don't have that anymore. And so it requires change. It requires you to change. Nobody else is going to change you for you. You got to do it yourself. So be encouraged today, even if it's a small change, even if it's just a change of perspective, even if it's a change of your environment. Do it. If it's going to be healthy for you, if it's going to benefit you in a healthy way, we need to change. And I'm working on it. I press on, and I fight the good fight of faith. So I hope that you have a good day today. I hope you know that if you need strength to change, there is only one who can help you change. We have to make the effort ourselves, though. We've been given free will. These bodies have been given free will to change if we want to or not. I'm taking steps in new directions. I literally am walking different places. And it's amazing when you go somewhere different, you see different things, you meet different people, you hear different things. Your whole perspective changes. And I like change. I mean, sometimes. Change is something to get used to. It doesn't happen overnight. For some people, they're able to just quit smoking, quit drinking, quit whatever it is that has kind of got a hold on you. And other people, it doesn't happen instantly. But that's okay, because you continue to be consistent in wanting to change and making the effort and taking the steps to change, and you will. Can't help but see something different. That's, definition of change is different, replacing. So what do you need to change today? Think about it. What do you need to change today? It could be something simple. It could be something a little more. Whatever it is, I encourage you to do it. I'm going to keep changing for the better. So have a great day. If you can get out for a walk today, it's hot. I'm here in Pennsylvania, it's hot. Of course, I'm not out west southern west like Texas or anything like that, but it's humid here. So I'll be happy to get in the pool and do my H2O fitness classes that I'm leading a little later today. So that's, again, a change I've made, and I'm really enjoying that, and so are my students. And that's a change I'm making. I'm getting certified. This is all new for me, but I'm excited about the change. I'm excited about the new possibilities in my life. So thanks for coming with me on my journey, and I'll catch back with you another time. Have a blessed day.